When Israel's first strike hit, it was the busiest time of day for the only partially functional hospital in Gaza's south.
So just think about that. This is the only partially functioning hospital in the south. This is it. And what does Israel do? They attack that, the only partially functioning hospital. So what Israel is actively trying to do is to have no functioning hospitals. That's the objective here, which is quite clear by attacking the only partially functioning hospital left in the south.
Without anything, without any prior warning, the area was targeted.
As patients and families fled the chaos and confusion, rescue workers and journalists rushed in to help the wounded. Then, minutes later, this. A second blast hitting where they worked. From below, cameras kept rolling, capturing the dazed and distraught survivors amid the dust and dead.
Scenes that I will never forget. We've seen a lot here in the year and a half that I've been here. And
Liz Alcock works for MAP, which is the group that we did a buffer lot for. The medical aid for Palestinians. So that's with the aid worker, that's who Liz works for. I put in an email today to MAP to see if she could connect us at all. They could connect us, but yeah, it might be time, I think, to do another fundraiser for something in Gaza. So keep an eye out for that in the next couple of weeks, Whānau.
Here in the year and a half that I've been here and the almost 2 years of this catastrophe. And it just gets worse and worse.
The strikes killed health workers, emergency responders, and at least 5 local journalists working for international media. Reuters cameraman Hussam Al-Mazri, Al Jazeera's Mohammed Salama, 2 freelance journalists Moaz Abu Taha, Ahmed Abu Aziz, and AP freelancer Mariam Abu Daga.
She cared for me and donated her kidney to me, and they transplanted it. She was loved by everyone.
Their deaths just 2 weeks after a targeted Israeli strike killed Al Jazeera's entire Gaza City reporting team.
And just remember in that strike, and I was talking to someone today and I said, even if we agree with Israel's, the IDF's position, which we don't, right? But even if we did, which was one of those reporters was a Hamas target, right? So even if we would agree with that, which we don't, there's not evidence for that, but even if we did, what they did was they killed 7 of them, so 6 of them journalists, to get to the 1. War crime. So even if what they're saying is true, war crime. It's a bit like what you're saying, Chewie, 83% according to them are civilians. War crime. Can we just stop this now? Israel is admitting to their war crimes. There's no more conversation around this.
War crime. On that. In a way, sick.
All right.
When and where is it going to end? Are we going to let the Israel Defense Forces continue the repeated killing of journalists?
This war has been the deadliest ever for journalists, with nearly 200 killed so far. And with international media barred by Israel, most, if not all, were Palestinians. It's boosting claims that Israel's trying to stop the world from seeing what happens here. Accusations repeatedly rejected by Israel, saying it doesn't target journalists as such. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
As such, Chewie. I was just thinking, I just had a horrific thought. I'm sorry if it's horrific. You know what my horrific thought is? You can see the press flak jackets there. Those will bring more attention to these people, it would seem, than not. I wonder if actually wearing the press flak jacket is more dangerous than not wearing a flak jacket at all. Because if we accept, and evidence seems pretty strong, that the IDF is targeting journalists, wearing one as a protectant might be more dangerous than not wearing one at all, which is a terrifying thought.
Target journalists as such. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called...
By the way, that as such is doing a lot of fucking heavy lifting. Israel does not target journalists as such. Yeah, all right.
The latest strikes a tragic mishap that his military will investigate.
We are operating in an extremely complex reality. Hamas terrorists
What?
deliberately use civilian infrastructure, including hospitals, as shields.
Israel's protestations met with growing suspicion that a so-called double-tap strike, a controversial military tactic to maximise casualties, could be anything but targeted.
This third floor was reputedly known for being a space where journalists work, and so there is already a first indication that it might have been a targeted strike.
What Israel sees as defence, many others now see as indefensible. Corazon Miller, One News.
They need to understand when they use words like a controversial tactic, they're mispronouncing war crime. I'm not sure why that's so hard to get off there, but
It's got more syllables.
Yeah, maybe. So there you go, Joe. Throw you the ball.
Hey, look, Mr. IDF spokesperson saying using civilian infrastructure to shelter behind. I just want to point out that the military headquarters for the entire IDF is under a hospital in a civilian neighborhood covered in high rises in the middle of Tel Aviv. So